Uh, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tanyama, Jike Welo Chupe. Salosi TV, washo na Random Convo, loche no ne wasumone. Lo wabani mwako kasem ne eji bima chamadeke dikpe, yo jama munyo inuna deke ke dikpeche wadeke disability alo disable ni fuke wakode jansa deke special children. Lo wake chonlo panakuko ne imane se ilo ne leche eje esisi. Eche, ikwa good evening.
Oh, good evening, Inumo. Nyawai bye.
Ne kaji moji ibalo, kaji ni amke.
Wange no. Wange chedi uno.
Wakwa pa ojo isiga chonwo, menejimo.
Yo, achemi Anthony Azaglo. So many na form ge. Do chapi chronology mo le se so many na ale wo chopeng ne modromi nyam. High school ne ichanolu ne ikasu ne ji University of Health and Allied Sciences. Lo lecture jim ngele jom. At the same time, who neji who teaching hospital imiji audiologist or ngele jo ne inichu peji ke no ko ne etwe ngele ye ya ENT na naka etwe enonum yo basin imi ngona I refer no keba ne aha lo anything about disability issues so inga he dwembo ibideke fun se mu inga dwembo ka ge ni lemio alo ni kasemio no ka ke binye motro yeah
You
hello mochu
le muchu.
yeah
Se no mangela se mo no chonlo panakujimo. Lo
wang wai modi boy
se ni le mi on mo le ke o le kan nga disability ni le mi on le opiti le sign lo ka ke
yes
disability lo di pe ke mini jesisi chom ne ngai
yo ma choice bo nge brafo gbe ko ne ma ye be no ma pia ne wa ka ma choice nge kurugbe ne ke mo ma nye ke bo am ke choko bi ake ake plywood nge pa mi be nye ma plan ke pelo alo de no e bi le ma no kurugbe yo pembo
onye no nga be bu lo e je kan okrogbu yo le mi cha o dangbe yo mi cha
yo lo ma ma ne what you yeah so lo wa concept te ko ne brafo no ma de ke wa use all interchangeably wa miss all wa use all be ne wa so ham e ko ji impairment disability ke handicap ke wa cho impairment e jo kam any loss or abnormality on a body structure example jika wa ngole kando ko de himbepe enine po no ko tontonge a body or here jamache wake he is impaired ipa bona nyalo neko wake the person is disabled or nature lo wake the disability or come the restriction the limitation imposed on the individual as a result of the impairment lo wa ide ken chapino fiano konenga impairment or is disabled oni ne ekunlo pechonlo alo nene jio se ke jaman totomi ne boni ne no oyi o pe nene jio ne still onye no piono fa no ko pepepe habene no ko ne jama totomi obe hio brafo no ke you are not disabled
lo ima
ne ko ake okay
ima e je kan nene wa ne mi check dikpe lo check impairment on it se ka dikpe ni lo oyi o
good kechiwe mo blo good good kechiwe mo blo ha onye no po onomlo nyani prevent wo no pay kanene sane mo no made sana onye no pio ke brafo no ke you are not what disabled
okay lo je kan o
ke handicap wa ke the disadvantage the social disadvantage Yeah, lo wa ka player na ya fia ball ne eke na lechon. C'est que oh, ina no lechon problem be se manje ka fia ball oh. Though the person is having impairment oh, say he's not disabled. I get in manye manage ne manye fia ball ka be ne other person mafia. So man kan tonton ba no mlo cho he.
Okay. Lo ni ngale ke lo nina male
Yeah, lo and
the pair lo cheji impairment on it. Say kan
cho kan ko ba no mlo cho he.
Can you know chumkla lo na check disabled on it?
Exactly, as a result of a declare.
Lo declare nyo mo ka chunoko nyo ne ka
Good.
Lo that person
disabled.
Disabled, okay.
Yeah, no, disability it has nothing to do with inability. Yes, so Alikanjama no has a restriction on you. It has limitation on you. But lo chon kan opinion no go pain.
Okay.
Aha.
Lo
Yeah.
lo ila ne male kan market disabled we should not even use the word disabled at all.
No, we can use it when the person is having the restriction. No, say our aim is to make the person able.
Yes, Lord, say Lord ningala ne kan o kan ake no lo kan glon che ne kan no ne ina ne no ko coin na ne.
Exactly.
Lord is not disabled. Kan na crutches ne kan nye po.
Good. Lord no fa ko no am pay to make that person back to normalcy. That is the work of experts in the disability concept of Ipapo nanya.
Okay, inanya.
Good. Law handicap or wangele here come. The disadvantage placed on the individual. Tonton ne alo bene society no here as a result of impairment, low disability ne no inge. Wangele ka inge here. Ne no fano leka have mental issue. Ne akamala leader ko. Now I have the potential. Say because of the impairment or low disability of me, they will not go for me. So therefore, I am handicapped. The societal law is a society of person.
The handicap or is environmental.
Exactly. Which is no. So we make what is a societal.
No.
So it's a society. So it's a societal. Society on a prescribed law. One about a typical example. Oyango you. Can sabi o ne mene sabi totonga hiyo ne ekome esutane mango you. It's time for the person to marry. You are your family. Most of the time you are wekuli mache you na mache like lamo nimle ni pakpa ina job chopa oko ne ko kan asimesi no lo. Ona is the society that is placing that stigma on the individual. I get in it. Logi handicap on it. Yeah, so handicap refers to the societal disadvantage a person experiences due to an impairment or disability. Yes, it is the society. I get in it. The disability has to do with functionality, your inability to function.
Okay, that's the disability on it.
And then the impairment has to do with biological, the body, the damage, the abnormality on your body, any part of your body.
Okay. Let's talk on the words I want to use me should be more of impairment to the rest of the words. Okay, he's physically
the person is impaired. Exactly, physically impaired. He is sensually impaired. One of the sensories of me is impaired.
Okay.
I get in it. Here those are the sensories impaired. I get physically, psychologically. At one point in time, you'll be psychologically affected. I get it. So law is impairment.
Okay. Ni fuba hi
yeah.
Ni fuba mi hi the wrong words you say. Disabled person.
Exactly. Look, he came. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, law
Look, he
physically
came. But take
impaired.
it time. Let me explain the three concepts. No, or disability. Yeah.
Okay.
Logically,
When we want to summarize all disability, which word would encompass all of them? Ne emane pe olo wale kan o, ko wana no wale kan o. Pe di kanenga he se emane mo ka chuni.
well, no question here. Let me describe the person. The person with impairment. Most of the time, we prefer the person's first before the condition. Look, can know him by you or I don't get the blind man. No, but the person with blindness, the person with
visual
hearing impairment. Okay, your question again.
Can no here we know visually impaired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The people are impaired. They are not disabled.
Yes.
The people, yes.
No, Joe. Ila must explain the baby no nanya.
Okay.
You are a school going child. I get to know. Say you are not a student yet until you are enrolled in any school. Every child is a school going child. Seke agmo bienge school kokokumio. You are not a student. Yes, you have the impairment too. But if the impairment is not having any influence on you, then therefore you are not disabled. Lord, we use the word based on the condition which the person is having.
Okay.
Yeah, from far you see his can no, that is his what physically impaired.
Okay.
But okay, here where ne sa gogane nga paya nga gbelicho yapu me penofenoko. Then we are not going to use the word disability on him.
Okay.
But go here a sultan marry. No get here where you fine. So therefore he's not having handicap.
Okay.
He's not a handicapped person. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, no here. Law charging impairment on it.
Exactly.
You can go to me on disability.
Legit disability.
Ne kama ngwewe he blone echunokuo ke law charging handicap.
Handicap on him. Oh, because wange machela ekome succession plan on from the royal family mo come so no. Se binake yeng mo wanga tonton ko ngohe. No, I must skip mo ekome my the next family. Allo o junior brother ko no. Lord, therefore your disability or your handicap has placed disadvantage on you.
And then that's the
so therefore you are handicapped. Exactly.
Yes, you're handicapped.
Good. Kwa machela yo because of tonton no ne ngwahidio wabinyo ma.
Mo mache.
Eja.
Yes, lo. Echo go bi ma mache se tonton mi ope.
Dabi o se society on kan eno ne ngwahio lo hidio asume no ko ne engeja ma tonton de ya no. That is a societal perception.
Okay. La wa ya jire tata enfance okay asima silo inu jama omunyu asima silo isisi. Na mo ma chon sisi yon. Ne wale.
Oh, papa ke.
Oh, dabi no koneka comments ba. Lo
okay.
Comment inu sisi. Lo
okay.
Salosi TV jilone Random Convo jilone. Mo lo wang disability and special education emunyitwe ne wake chonlo pana ne echoninge university UHAS ne kele noji audiologist nge whole hospital lo kama no question ko about disability
teaching hospital on
whole teaching hospital allo question ko about special education many man o comment keba ne mo hu o mabile ne wale emi gba mi lo amadeke mini ji nene can you know me about what causes disability or impairment.
Good. Yeah, so fathers full ngene akoso disability. See, my group me under 3 main heading. The heading oji prenatal. Prenatal jio. Loko amafojuku. Loko ngene nye keche amapene emafet juku bene nge mami mimi. Love prenatal, perinatal, that is in the process of giving birth. Local postnatal ji after giving birth company what wangendo kasu come no magbo everything is possible can we end up having disability. I get it law under each maha examples of the causes law prenatal number 1 alo otioji hereditary kan akama formu wanga disabilities come around through family family like property, sorry to use that, around or through family loko na sime silo nigga misbehavior okay we no it's usual, it's from the family lo manye trace family background lo be komeka ba hospital no abime hearing loss is one of them lo be komeka ba as part of our case history taking no abiome kan moche ko to henge we poor mione na kan kenye wa born nye 20 mione no go madoke ya inene ko ne magbo etueni no ko madoke not that I know echo ka family of his owner wachope waba setange makpano law you may not know much. Law hereditary is number 1. Maternal age, the age of the mother, very very important. Ne ko ade maternal age wayifu aigbe and which is true. Sometimes ko anga case you take in wa bi munye lo how old were you when you give birth to this child because make measure age okay wale the problem is coming from. Yes, so maternal age, we are not talking about paternal age. The father's age has no much influence on the child. Age has no much influence, but the mother's age. Look at the mother nutritional level in the course of pregnancy. Ne engobi oho ne. Eni yemione kengeke. Because future so alo bi muone emange you mimine master development. Enyani eni. Ne nyene engejama reserve nge emimilo ne kema support jukon lo wana hanu wale can development is what stages like miss one stage it will affect the other. I get in it. Lord, the mother nutrition look maternal infections ke you are infections ko e manajukon mother and father their blood ke a blood or pewe compact is not compatible it can Marius and wa check kan wake wa yiyomene wa muone ekolo yeah look in the course of pregnancy when you come and nursing in the course of the pregnancy benango ho anyana nursing if e affect ojuku okay I suppose I can handle extreme noise radiations and so many things lo me wa affect ojuku enye the check your neck gene alo chromosome they affect ojuku me. Look about perinatal, in the process in the course of giving birth. Lahuni fu delay labor, ke labor soon is an education by the bear. It also affects the child. Local presentation. Bene juko ma present hange mami mimi. Alo during delivery bene juko ma je sikpo kepa ha. Lohun emani affect. Juko ko me abaka nani. Eko me kaninde ka ne ba eko me ngana ma wosi tranga amamio mimi say the normal process ojuko ke yineba loke back any other part or ekanyagba the process on akematele because of juko helone chawe loluo lo bena ma plan like any the kinyo ke affect juko eko me ngane accident especially first timers, you ne for with blé, you go you ne live ni de lo ke kan no commune. Most of the time I li lo se ke be here ke du kon ba. E ko minga na nya na no zin ne affect ayi, ne ke e affect ayi, ne ji ne brain onge. Brain oji ne fi no ko ne nga control yo. Lo once the brain is damaged, ko no na no like the body is going to suffer. Okay, lo postnatal after birth for le keju ko eyi na oni edi papa na ye enga yonu accident medication nga take environment nga le chope manya affect juko ne eyo emanye na any form of disability. Lo bobo yo ko ne madeke ko lo eji no ne ke ka on specific question no ma bi won ke
lo ito kan no ne course ole le it's either biological and social.
environment.
Yes, and an environment. Lo say
Yeah.
nge waje no wine no ni kumaleke the money lo me ekwe pe lo pe agbiemu alo ayabamu nge wonya alo mami ya ju no kono wam o lo chemene lo cheme anu kwale ni lo pe wa kale.
Well, study ne wa pelu wa ne evidence ko ne chonka. Juko ko ngene ayabale nge wonya. They may be true. Say there's no evidence. Law in disability, wange models of disability.
Okay.
Wange models of disability. So wange religious model, medical models, social model, and then cultural models. Law no fano ko ke every school of thought ke bene a defender. Law religious model jinene ongedione me aken any form of disability is as a result of what? Punishment from your God.
Okay. Okay.
But the medical model, okay, every disability has a root cause. Lord, our aim is for what? Cure and treatment. Say for them, Lord, first of all, spiritual camp, na asole. That's their understanding. Say in reality, most of these conditions, they have nothing to do with spiritual things. I once saw one woman. Yeah, woman ko ba Nigeria woman ne enge ho ne ba iba access e bi nyumu ne bi on profound hearing loss. Choka no nu mi obasikra. Ni de like obi or situation jino ne le no nu mi mai jelo. E kento fia kwa say chapile no like ya TB Joshua ne e ma so le kan le de fine. That's your belief. However, let me also do my medical aspects. Nene maka support obi ojika ma refer the special schools kone I take care of obio once you seek for the spiritual aspect too. Mono nike mo yamunyu to no juko nge whole school for the deaf and blind ne ele sign language ne nye deke mami menge communicate in sign language. Lord Germany o me parent food dio say it's up to war. Lord, that's the reason why platform no can be no one you know can create awareness. Chapel choped no among it has something to do with spiritual attack, law, whatever. Let's do them the religious or the medical aspect first. Yeah, sometimes when you know the condition not left is beyond medical understanding. Oh yeah. Echaka wala kosi somelu nuane everything intact, especially in area me hearing permit or access outer ear everything is intact o se middle ear no fe ko intact o se inner ear no fe ko intact say still no okay enui no leno my day no jika masa everything is proving your condition has nothing to do with medical issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Lower rule we entirely medical spiritual. Yeah.
Ma here. One kan whether you have handled couple of you or no law.
Yeah.
I know people believe the no kone pay biolo no kone ngale payo. The special schools or melo special place amani ma bola ne e ma pay very very able.
Yes, no, wamanye boa keji kan we identify problem from the early stage. Lo wangano kono wadeke early intervention goes with no sorry early identification goes with what early intervention. Wanye no na juko maka juko no emana condition no start intervention no at least evidence choke 60% of the burden of the child has been reduced. Ikwapo namnyalo.
Okay. I can lot because our society is quite a superstitious society.
Yeah, oh lo.
Lo inga mobo na ngon chum helo because I'm wondering the belief system ni ka man by kan elo le jabi hospital no the bang le keje ne wala chuponche ko no ape
Balele
balele chemera mang me ni ke wo ni atwem ili ka nyenye ni chumi one. Do you sometimes delve about cure? Allo, you focus on only training impaired people.
Yeah, okay. Lo mo chum lo ne de ken. Ke kan conditional. Wana keje some of the conditions so many ko na from the initial stage onye no kuonya. Ekoji ke folio me amanye da se wo mana kan juko ko ngene o folle. Kaji hospital e fo ya. Lo woko ba wangona wange cases okay obi on 3 years se tu emunyu. First question ne mabi mo peji no for obi on efo ya lo wa tell birth cry. Was there a birth cry? Ko ke no pe ka wale any problem oji. Which means so from birth. Because ngane mado ko yes ne wa fole juko boni ya form no. Okay. Ne na some few months on sound ko produce wa tell queen cool pe like those sound of pelo wọ́n jọ na kaka for bi ehio ema himu west like ema sound ko me pe juko ko me na pe we
the baby talk.
lo ne juko pe we pe ko na kan the child is not going to talk because what lo wa chele ke developmental milestone for what communication lo speaking lo ke juko follow we jam milestone no na choka there's a problem somewhere. Lokeka one from the very beginning no ninga no mape no akama simulate brain no bepi ane activate jama process o loke one na le ma seke jugo ne na kaje 5 years ke ya kona ka ni fu pese mombo lo do amanye it depends sometimes you get the degree o do amanye pe no ko ngai hu no si o ni fu be lo mana ka jama jugo me in terms of development they are lagging behind their colleagues. Age mate or man can person because 5 years of their time or a waste le na ketu emunyu ake no lokeka one from the initial stage wanyene wapio no konge longe hospital no kono wapeji. I'm only talking about my area. Longe no wapeji wanga no kono actually neonatal hearing screening loka for ju bi mayo 6 weeks per ko start my assessment no 4 weeks loko o majeju ko kai ho wemia loko amajem kai ho wemia wa ma assess ju ko no maye kan e manye na alo no no mi problem mo lo alo e manye na in the near future lokeka wana jamani ome ke wake mami ome for intervention no wake ju ko for intervention no ne we'll start with the intervention processes loko wanga conditions so ko migene. Though our medication say what conditional, it will not cure, but we are just going to manage it for the mother or for the child. Loko obi mi no le e ma depend yeah.
Okay. Ilane wachano ake wa biyong AI.
Okay.
Nimlifu anaka disability is a limitation. Is that why
yes. Uh,
we look at disability that way? Is that the right way to look at that it's a limitation?
no, yeah, no, we should rather look at what the person can do than focusing on the limitation of the child.
And I'm saying, I know a lot of parents they for a be upon a be or a new matu you could make ah get the poor him a be your man no who was it general be lole can you book a j here many my here it's a legend why here lelo alone we should be hopeful
Mochung, Lokeka obi or naka ebinye matumunyu, alenge condition no. What is the alternative? Lo example, ke wana kanjuko pakpa munyu tumbi ebinye matumunyu. La wama here kan school ne manye ya ne eke enini matumunyu. Instead of the oral form of communication. Lo wakajuko my legion wa recommend ka kajuko ya special school, ena machole sign language ngene ma use enini communicate. Our focus on what the child can do rather than the limitation imposed on the child.
Okay. Salosi TV lone.
Kejuko binye physically manye. La wheelchair wala wheelchair is ibloale. Ipa po namnyalo.
Inanya. Ala wheelchair is ibloale.
Good. Fast.
Which means the wheelchair would help with the mobility.
Exactly. Because the person is physically challenged. Ne is physically challenged. Minimahane lawe manye nyeka other colleagues. Lord, the moment you know provide with wheelchair or no definition no he or she is no more a disabled. But
Okay.
he has a impairment, all right, but he's no more disabled because he can also move around like any other child.
Okay. Let's continue. Can you briefly explain the different types of disability?
Okay, so this your disability full group of me and several areas. They are visible and then what non-visible or invisible. Visible one so me no na pepe no kona madam ka se no nga problem. Sabi ona jugo ne eyikle. Ohia we no kona edo ke nomlo no is disabled, allo is impaired. No, we have the visible ones. Local invisible ones so me ekomeji hearing impairment. Ke anwo hearing impaired person ke dasi obi emi chole. Until ne boni munyu tum no. Lower K is meaning invisible. Allo in other words, our case what hidden disability is hidden until ne or approach no. Local malikan mamo nomlo enge condition no. Ha local wange komene wachele acquired nene no later in life or local no a najama condition no na fall a be say within a short time or na local wange nene ake fall.
Okay.
Ipapo nanya. Yeah. Loko wakpalenga kome wene. Good.
No wakini kumingane yoko nimilo wakina fole tu munyu fine ne watangene
good lome acquired disability but in the latter part of his or her life acquired.
Allo hieno lu ne watane ma hiwe no.
Exactly lo wange ko wa chope ko wange wayo wa century so me they will leave us. They will take the lead. Oh yeah. Especially we in the urban centers so me. So like ninanga villages so me, they are not exposed to this kind of harsh environment to sound, chemical, our food, drugs, and only those days of blame. They are also They're also doing some of the things we are doing, you know. Amango akungo fresh oh. Ona amango kungo fresh oh. Naga mabajwa na mahe akoko funu oke ku village ya. Because lo ene na ikite 20 cedis so amanale fu na mabajwa akungo kan 150. Lo eno fu wings on mabahe kan 30 cedis so e manafu na ma use for 2 weeks so lo to hey allow him a save money selika la we na condition ko me no mana wose lo blame mana kan stroke ke diabetes no ma be village so me say pure they out there
that is say lo ni man ke imi ma kin lo ne
uh-huh.
magbo doctors confirm that she was over 100 years old. Ne
Yeah.
ma here ni pepe
Yeah.
ma
Yeah.
kunyu ma no no
Yeah. Yeah.
kan wa yo wa ni wa sense maji wa hiyo
Lo ke nyo me bakke no na I start to me allo organs so me nge good pe wale na jeka they are from the rural settings. I getting it.
ina no tin ne wa here kan la mini e kan wo no wa nge mamio ne we are this responsible for kan wa manu disability because I'm very very focused on this because what you want
Yes.
meaning
Yeah.
risk come ila no explain look at you meaning ma increase wa risk
Good. No, chonaka in the Abba setting so me. Yeah, in the Abba setting so me majority of us so we are using phones. No like phones so me radiation is coming. I get in it. Most of us we have microwaves.
Okay.
We have a lot of gadget that produces rays which are harmful to our body. Our radio, TV, chaka we one if it sound kesu funra Friday hefe konge bashe. Lo for us in the Abba Center, so we are exposed to so many causes of disability.
Well, no, because can hear if no luo. In a can vision a pure impaired.
Exactly. Yeah. The reason why they pure impaired Gio. Ko ya was you ogbe all light or ka osufono. Lo focus is solely restricted to the light coming from the phone. Lo, in other words, so you are straining your eyes. Lo, the next morning, you are having what you call blur vision.
Yes,
Good. Lo, kaje mona se ka kola ma here ma read text message gbogbo. Mo la su light o. Ko gbe light o gbe phone o fosin.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of gbe light no ye TV uno.
Lo ejokan one wange mangwami o. The environmental causes of it are very very huge.
High, yeah.
Yes, it might affect Walulu. La be ojo kan ma hear phone no must light or say
yeah.
Mako
TV po no fan no cause am. Yeah. Ese look bo light no so TV nge hall.
No so TV o nge hall no. Lo age. Lo mabi ipo pe ihe ka wanga nu ake wonu wange mangwami o wa disposition to impairment is very, very, very huge. Our risk is very high because environmental factors are here. Let people watch what amount of you want to pick up mommy. Will not be influenced by these environmental factors. Ilana will move to awareness creation. Is it important to create awareness about disability and impairment?
Yeah, so before I come to that, so before we come to that, why a misconception about disability? Though mention let's say yeah, so disability means inability. Does not mean inability. Meaning it can the person with disability cannot do anything. The fact cannot get disability or chonke binye no kope. Lolo ko wange deken ko obio in any form of disability, more like a hospital. It is the doctors, the medical experts that will come together, of which we the audiologists we are there. Wama says can you go on a all right low. We also give our recommendation. Psychologist, psychologically, or student or obio in perfect le manya school, medically or in a fit in the school. Allo school okay maya. This and this, genes and AP, allo my recommendation and AP. Number two, disability is not a punishment or a curse. Loke kan o yo phone eduko toto ko ba yo. Chapi curse, chapi BM, chapi punishment. Ekome coincidentally ekome most of the time I don't care because enye ajunoko mo ni ejo loloko apene ena ebione say most of the time it is not true. Ekome coincidence keke. Disability is not contagious. Kona no kone sabi enine peke no ko pete here ebi mo san. Ebi mo san. Yes, wange yo komene manye san. Disease is different from disability.
Okay.
Disease ekomeji tuberculosis. Tuberculosis kenge no he emasamu. Say disability, most of the time they are permanent issues. No kone omanaka, you are just going to manage with it. Okay. Another one, the children with disability cannot learn. Wahide ke jukwe lolu komanaka family ko ngane juko mene problem a lot tonga hiyo ka me ahinga wim na me abi school yae. It doesn't mean they cannot learn or they cannot go to school. They can also go to school. Oh yeah. Yes, right. You student or again. Come on, training. No, they will go out, and when they go out, and then the family kongene and a big any form of impairment, a low disability. Ademe akametuka obio nenge no. Wange rehabilitation center alo yo na manye solve the problem. They should just go back and inform the social welfare people. That is their work. Nikeke aya data aba pianya aba chwanya ikanene ali enoko. Aya report case ne aba isin ne jamani ome amaba kejuko ke wa amaba access environment na maye kajuko ne emanye hi apparent omango ne amanye ke hi me jama intervention ne sanake ha me amabnye pelo. Ejino kona binye le amala he kona kejuko me maho. Law, if you are talking about your question on creating awareness, so it is very important to create awareness. One disability can be for anybody.
Okay.
Example, our former president J.H. Kufuor, now he's what? He's having a form of disability.
Yes.
I get in terms of mobility, he's restricted.
Yes.
Lord, disability ni melike apaso ni nwe ekpa ne esua ni nwe no mana ke onawe kaji o bene afomo le obi na kokokoko lo je no ko na obi na say any other disability le ko only pay omanye na is most likely. No, it is good to create awareness. Ne wa chopin one leader issue.
Jamani meli amunyo emiti wa we kan
very
no phenomenon
bochum
ne we are managing our time ne
yes
within the 1 hour
and now yeah
wamola be no parliament ba ko because ni kasem lo ezane wa fia egogun wa we ayega ni fuba mi ngane di pa inga we mi bai ne angajuku me dan eko po akana po amasaka juku me ka afu ngajuku yum ne ayega ngule kan elochele tromwa ne ebano bam ne twem jom ebiano bai salosi tv jilo ne kama no onge wo here yo omayima ngo o question keba na makane yamo awenye Griselda Kwechuke, this is a serious again it's a great discussion. Okay, this is a serious situation. If you run to the village, the situation is also there in the village. If you know Yeah.
Yeah.
Wa delve into the
Yeah,
second
madelo
segment.
ko ka chone wa wenye denga kluwa. Ana
Okay.
akluwa cheme hu lack of education nge megbe. Ika akluwa ko ne ki ke ang spray pure na chemical na ke pure spray ke ake wo ne ki nasak spray na la mole the concentration level ka kreke claim lo ka ngwani ne adip ne ke ka test.
Hey! Oh, eh? Kabene asla we junge lano.
O ma
Alo
ka ngo
aluminium
pomilo alongo
alcohol.
yeah.
Yeah, chache no.
Yeah.
Let
Like go
let
the only thing is moderation. We should moderate everything that we do.
moderate. I be saying bene do wake wa mchame wa risk or here ni ani chief one.
Lo nga de ke moderation in everything. No pe ko no nga pe wa moderate le. Wa
Eli,
jeno.
Eli we are moving to the second segment of the show.
Okay.
The special education aspect of, because we are there
Okay.
with about 30 minutes more. Now we
No
use the
problem. I will be
30
able to
minutes
address. Yeah.
to talk
Okay.
about the special education aspect of. Law
Good.
do we have special education facilities in Ghana, Lolo?
Uh, well, okay, do we have it's a very big question in a sense. Ghana, everything is lack of resources, lack of this, lack of that. I get it. Yes. Jama disability art no ko okane olo emi mo fine say ni o mecho pe eko na hajika in every region we should have a special center for persons with disability. Neji regional law, all the 16 regions, so we should have a resource or rehabilitation centers. Local kwa district or menhuo we should have, but jamano me local beka jam. But before, look, and then like match with the special education. Kwa special education wa chokam. Jama individual nomlono. Neji the normal way of teaching, the normal way of learning no. Ebi me yeke boy. No, we need to do something special. No, in special education, we are saying where a normal education ends, so special education what begins. Ongejuko no 1+1 naked muisi. Then you have to find another means. Jama means of educating that individual or helping that child to learn no logic special education on it. Kejuko ebinya matumunyu ebinya enwi no ne ke loko makasio le kama peke loko emanu no masep assimilation loko emanye express allo emanye show can learning no like we all know is a positive change in behavior for the person for you to know the person has learned or allo knows whatever you've instructed the person to, it should show on the person.
Okay.
Law ekomejika kejuko nwi no le sanu wa use sign language kejuko ehime ya we no ne manye kan alphabet ne the mini blono go no magu ne kwa ke ma pay the same alphabet o kan hale ne emanu isi lolo ko hime yulio me I use of braille ne le na atwe nwi no me I use of sign. Okay. Law Neneji lo ne.
Law that's the special education on it.
Yes.
Children with disability on it. Ala school peka melo. Alo wa peshu wa school no wange mumu wa mamu yo. Eni mingala yilo stage school ngi kasanya. Lo kana ko dikpenga hi on it. Akale ho ala school peka lelo. Alo manyi mo leke ya yilo state or no kene enyene anam ni natural ni yilo state or. Lo should we go for only special schools or we should do
Okay.
mainstreaming?
Okay. Yeah, so here the levels of the impairment local work define no law according to special education allow the current issue is special education no. We are now educating allow creating awareness of what we call inclusion. Law inclusion wangedeke henejukonge any form of disability that child should be educated in his or her community or environment. Lo kabine wo chopo wange so manya no ne sabi wange no ko ne any form of disability. Ese na wakala ya ekropon, ese na wakala ya north. Say suddenly that child should be educated in his or her environment.
Okay.
Logi inclusive education on blame man special education start as the segregation. Many chokan what chop me fe Tabeneka mama filling station or alo gas station man kan is out a community or a cra jane blema ko ya mapo ke no man kan a big community or pay ni na machulu ne ya na me say jine first so is isolated segregated. Hello first so special schools so I start with segregation. Never so equal the concept of mainstreaming allo integration kebane mainstreaming chokam though and a segregated environment too. So once in a while like me bachaka the so-called normal one so me like a man so pe science so football o energy or kagbenya kakpale who back to a segregated school so yeah. Say person wangedeke aken the so-called normal one so me it mix together in whichever way 24/7 in the class. Sunday special teachers so me abandon menges inclusion on it. They should be included in everything.
Inclusion, can you lost it as an example? Then there should be special educators you lost it.
Good. And then there should be a resource center in the school. Subject in order not to distract the rest of it, resource room or no keke enuisio ko pale kele ho e join a colleague so me.
Amazing because you hear the difficulty, which means
there
will be a resource person.
And yeah, there should be
the normal teachers so me no can na no only train me no na much in the class on it.
So we are
the resource person.
The resource person should also supposed to be in a class.
No, but on a car.
So now, iming a massive joy. Well, I'm getting a massive joy. In a massive joy, you can lomo resource person. I know it's a good one. Learning iming a joy. Sanemo will find a way no can let joy.
What have been the law? It might distract the other.
Exactly. Look, here the severity of the issue. Severity of the issue care omahue no banya alo after the class or omo pare ma meet lenge resource center ne omo use the available resources in a resource center no about chonle the same concept na aka chon the normal student o me.
Okay, lo ima lo no more here what system lo ne is it inclusive enough? Wange no de lo ange pielo.
Yeah, actually, it's selling the money. The disability act wang money from what they need from say in reality, we are not implementing it. We are not using them. Yes, we are managing the student instead of trying to give some kind of interventions. Yeah.
Okay. What time on sulo ilane wrapping up no. Okay. Parents. Let's come to parents.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Azagulo Mohinsine wala mala a special program ne once in a month or about lo more than 20th March another month we'll be here again either we find a special day or every month or Mr. Azagulo here come a time in April or this time around or we'll be able to have the continuation of this show. Yeah, no promise.
Yes.
On air.
Maybe asomenya. Emana time. I will make time out of no time and then yes because I also want to help. I also want to help. I have some hearing aids. I'm audiologist. Inge hearing aids kumenejine keka aho normal like audiology centers and I'm 6,000, 7,000 long. Inge here keka as we go on in most of the time it deal with students. Kina students come and from mild to moderate hearing loss. Manje yekebwame. Ne they only pay something small for the machine for the hearing aid.
Okay. Is it
Yeah.
only students or
Mm.
adults who also need
Eh,
hearing
for
aid?
the now, well, adults can come, but for now, the target is on the student because K and now with the right foundation, it will affect them. I get it. Even the able ones are having issue with what employment. Then what about them?
Okay. Mola kama machano because ini ngamu yuko kao. There are people who if I not school jukoko ne mamonya hearing
Good,
aid ne wiomi. Say them as
good.
kwebe.
Don't worry.
No ni
Link
no
me.
ni no ni inga ni ocho. Oda bi opia pe gbenya neji. Ni inga ni
Oh,
ocho.
okay.
And no and I
Eh,
was worried. Ila no wa
yeah.
end ne here. Ila ne ode wo falling mini ne fall on ne inga bi ne inga impairment on ne. Ke ema peke ne ema here bi na na bi ochu ke. Ila no ha last word lo ne wa ke gbe wa ni studio
Yo.
ni mo lo.
Before that, look at my nene case. First of all, sanenye ne kajuko ya hospital. Kwene anya na dele. Nene ngejuko nyagbai. Oh, obio etwe ne no lo. Ebinye manu no ketwe. Ke amabil ne bi meke lo pios no minimum pay bio e am handle am chole hene sa ne kajuko ya ne am make sure kan amaya those places so pepepe ka be ne achon ne jama no mayi ke bo ajuko ko olipe no ngajuko hide ona no le kajuko nge wa ne masube ko o magbo ka jejuko he o ne ko gbo ne mene ma here obi jama juko ha mo that no inga de ke most of ni
Ona gani ko mengane ida ne pe halilo ne ji aga kajuko amon kajuko pe tu emwa lo ano de ne nu lo amagbele mu kan pe juko ne tu emi wa jama cha mi no madome.
yo fine ko nga suspect kan obi o ko dele no ne nui ko han le so ase follow we mole kejuko ya hospital ENT most of the hospitals of me were audiologists log mole ko ke ya ENT bi o me wa nga simple test ko na manye pe na mana kan juko papa eti o enu no amachon lev after that amachon le hene e ma meet what audiologist nge either ho kofodia allo even 37 ke I refer mo to 37 job can conditioner is beyond no going to be pay me just can resources so many abejama immediate environment or law ejo akoya 37 ko ni I access do ko me log access do ko na kan papa etu enu no ko how juko like with proper education no emanye penofia ko ne monye oso inga e colleague ko ne etu enu no lecture adi lenge KNUST pio no go ne etu enu no e pay professor no go ne enine a lecturer. Yeah. Lord, there's hope for them. First of all, I hand one late jukome a conditional. When you identify condition, you okay, appropriate intervention.
Okay. Lo pio la advice oji kan ongebi ko ne onle choi ne enu no ko de ke tuem ni wa no mahi eyi kon me alo kan okay ke no ke ba ne no ne ma ken ke ba gbele first nji o kale ya hospital imi kin lo ibi nyumu tuem wa lo I sent him to ENT ne aye kan pe enu no lo ne ji wana kan pe tuem ni wa lo enga no nu pe pure one is even sharper than you know.
So there's another condition. Condition kon having a Japan is hyperactive.
Oh no, he's not hyperactive. He's not hyperactive. But fear me hang mem. Can in a toy here pure lo.
Okay. Between the wajona. Okay.
Can a toy here yo. Pure pepe. He's seriously distracted. Lo god ya can knock about a plane here toy yo engine lo ne. Lo anaga it is the
Yeah, no,
environment
don't
that
worry. We'll go into the specific.
uh-huh. Lo
Well, quite was a specific omana ni okume.
Okay. Lo pio lo how last word ni wake end. As what time.
Yo lo nene la mo choji ka ke it to be possible lo. O mo yen win na ma ke ha. Kone no fa kone any form of condition la de ke me ma discuss so I'm available ne ma ha the appropriate intervention in on line. Yes.
Okay, lo mola che
Yeah.
ono how as a last minute thing ne wake
Okay.
gbenyo.
Yeah, lo ina maji nene menange mayo 024 024 67 67 30 30485 485 lo 024 67 30485. Coach me anytime I pick. Yeah.
Okay. Lo unfortunately wa munyo ngo ese wa bio ola mai wa bio no.
Eh,
Ne ese ikukeja. Kabi dio
yo.
next month exactly this time wamamba kabi dio ike eche Anthony Matumunyu ne wala we will find a special program disability time ne ikele wamaya all the aspects ne disability ni wani se molo wake banyagbe wahe ke molo wabale ni fubam ne eko pure ilamade impairments he kan ne dikpe ne wale kan pure there is a difference between the impairment disability and handicap lo kamone obi impairment kunge hiyo echonwe kan pe ibanu na ne matro kweno leja mone otu efo ne okele ya he ne amachole ninge achonwe kan kekle clear wakale hospital ne hospital o aye kan no kuma ichu nge yelo keme ama advice wo ne ama ne obi e mape kan no fene ko ne juku ne mo aye su ne pe yo ma yima pe mo pepepe ne le po senam ma ba pe ne no me ake maun ne ha bi ne yo ka maun ma ha mo bi ko ne senam bi he bai ama lo wa ka mu nyu gbeyan mo lo chiyo o ma bai ko ke wa ni si ma nye ke maun ne wo bye bye
Bye.